play at a time and can still contribute even when things aren't going our way. At least right now, in the last few weeks, has been a focus for me and the team.
How key was it to kind of flip the script after what been happening to get this big improvement tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we took that personal. That as a basketball player, that's never a good feeling, and especially on our home court, it was embarrassing, to be honest. I think it put a little chip on our shoulder coming into the last few days and coming into the gym tonight, and because that wasn't us. So going forward, that's not going to be us.
Collin, after that game and the emotion of losing Jack for the season, how badly did you guys just need a feel-good game for 40 minutes where you guys kind of just dominated the whole way?
Yeah, I mean, it was great for us, and I think with Jax being out, it's allowed our team to turn into each other more and playing for each other. I think that's when we're at our best, is when we're playing for each other, playing for the guy next to us, and Jax has been doing that for us the whole season, and so he's been amazing. So we're focusing on doing that for him as well and for our other guys.
Now that you kind of said that you're playing for each other, Jax is out for the season. There's no changes to the lineup anymore. Can you really kind of just focus on like what your role is and kind of get that on the court kind of more?
Yeah, I mean, we're still, I think, experimenting with different lineups and just trying to find energy no matter what. That our level of play doesn't change with the rotations that we're having, and it's been kind of fun playing with different lineups, and so yeah, I think it's been fun for us.
You guys put this game away early, and I asked the other guys to be into a rhythm where it looked like 5 guys in unison. And then a new group comes in, 5 guys, and it hadn't felt like that for a few weeks. Am I wrong in saying that?
Yeah, I mean that's what we need is with 2 of our great players out, we need to step up and grow up a little bit. I think is the word I would use for especially as young guys coming off the bench and not letting the level of play drop when we get in the game. And so we're trying our hardest to do that and learn and get better every game, especially going into our last game and then the SEC tournament, NCAA tournament.
With a blowout game like this, you and some of the other players really able to show some of your skills more when you guys are playing more freely. Talk about the confidence that gives you when you and some of the other guys are going to have to step up, later in the season.
Yeah, I think just is another great learning game where we can learn from mistakes and we're able to play freely. I mean, the coaches encourage us and they help us to play freely every game and within our offense. And so I think it was a great learning experience that we can build on Saturday.
Yeah, you haven't played in a couple of years, and now you get to be around these seniors, a unique group that doesn't come along piece by piece by piece. What have you learned from them, and how special has it been being around such a mature team in your first year back?
Yeah, I think they are. I think one of the biggest things that I've noticed and learned from them is like the emotions never really get the best of them. Is they're able to. They've experienced a lot of games in which teams go on runs and they know it's up and down, where sometimes maybe younger players might let that energy dictate the way that they play the game or approach the game, and they're just very, very they have a lot of experience in that way that we can feed off of and rely on. It's very comforting to have a bunch of guys that have played in all these situations that we're put in.
What do you think of your first senior game experience where you see everybody kind of in unison come together to honor the upperclassmen?
Yeah, it was special and very much deserved. These guys have given their hearts and souls to the team and have been so graceful to us young guys, and so we're so grateful for them. We're glad that we get to show our gratitude and celebrate them and the great careers that they've had. So yeah, I'm grateful for them.
How important is it to stack the win on Saturday, especially heading into the SEC tournament and then the NCAA?
Yeah, I mean, momentum is huge, energy is huge, confidence is huge, and I think a win on Saturday gives us all of those going into the tournament. So, I mean, coming off 2 great wins would be awesome for us going into the tournament, coming into postseason.
Trent had a big game today, so they just keep building off this. They can really help this team out.
Brandon, it's been a season of ups and downs in the SEC play. You guys have had huge wins, but you've yet to pull two together in the same week in conference play. And he said you guys were bouncing back off of that Auburn win, or that Auburn loss. How do you keep the intensity going into Saturday and not let this just be a reactionary thing when after Saturday you can't lose again?
Yeah, like you said, just keep building off this and not getting off to slow starts and just playing us. I feel like the Auburn game, we got away from us, so just staying like us, I'll say, in like games like that. I feel like we're going a long way.
Defensively, what was
You just look good.
No, you're good.
defensively? They really struggled getting anything going. What was working defensively, and what was the game plan going in?
Yeah, so they really just had number 5. He was the leading scorer. I think he averaged 18, and Otega, that was his assignment. So I feel like Otega stopped him from because they ran most of his actions through him. So Otega shut that down, and I feel like they didn't have another play to go to after Otega shut it down, and then we just played great D. And I feel like Otega played a great job on number 5 tonight and held him.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you.
Brad, I'm sure you've already been asked just how much it means to win that convincingly for the senior class that you guys are.
Oh yeah, like Coach said, today was for them. So I just feel like all the younger guys and whoever wasn't serious just come out and fight for them because, this win meant a lot for them. It's their last time in a row, and I know it hurts, but I feel like we did it for them today.
How have they helped you kind of become a player that you?
Just like on and off the court. They're mature, way older, but just little things like when I got the little flagrant today, AC told me keep my head, just saying good job, just little stuff like that really helps me out long term, I'll say.
What have you learned from Amari, especially you guys kind of going back and forth in the front court?
Yeah, just like his physicality, rebounding, just me watching him in practice and games like that, just feeding off what he do so I can help the team. And when I come in, I'm not letting down the team. I'm just doing what he do to help.
You could teach him to shoot with some confidence too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but everybody know he made the 3, but I feel like he can shoot because in practice he be making himself. So I tell him sometimes just let one go because Coach Pope let us shoot. So I just feel like that's just a confidence thing he got to build. So yeah.
How confident are you as a shooter right now?
I feel like Coach Pope really helped me with that. Just seeing him going in and just after practice, on my days off, just working on it so I can actually make some in the game. I feel like that builds my confidence. It really just Coach Pope telling me to shoot him and stuff. So and he gets mad at me when I don't. So I just let him
what does the finished product of you as a basketball player look like? Knowing the shooting, kind of the playmaking on top of you just being a big.
Yeah, just a big that can be mobile, can shoot the 3, space out, play great defense and not just an inside big. I feel like I have the capability to be that kind of big.
How would you say your first year, just now, this is your last home game of your first season in Kentucky, just how would you say it went from start to finish?
Yeah, I feel like it's a big jump from last year because I took 0 attempts from 3. Just that, I made a significant jump from that and just handling the ball more, running the offense. So I feel like it's been a good year so far.
Brandon, one of the strengths of this team all year long has been how close it is as a group. Coach told us the pregame story of how Lamont gave to Zach his first jersey. What was that moment like for you guys?
Yeah. So Zach, he actually was in tryouts and he made the team and stuff. But I feel like he's been a big part of this team, even though he don't get the notice that we get. But in practice, he's helping us a lot, killing us in practice, scoring and stuff on us. And off the court, just helping. If I need something, I can call him and count on him. But it was just an amazing moment for him, and he was very excited. He was excited for our guy.
How important was it for you guys to flip the script from Wednesday to Saturday to come out here today and have a big one like that?
Yeah, very important. This is Coach tells us, don't hold baggage on our shoulders. So just getting all that dirty baggage off and worry about LSU. I feel like we've been listening to him on the words he's been telling us about the baggage, and it showed tonight.
How much has Amari meant to you this season? I know you've talked about him kind of throughout, but now that we're getting towards the end here.
Just a lot. Just everybody knows he's a .4 for real, 7-foot point guard, but just a little stuff that he tells me, like his passing ability, him just making plays, being physical, just a great player to be, have on my team.
He seems like he's maybe one of the quieter guys on this team. Not a super loud guy, but does he talk to you a lot behind the scenes as he does?
Yeah. So I'll go to his house. He'll come to mine. We'll just kick it. We send TikToks back and forth. Even though he's quiet, I feel like me and him really connected and locked in. So.
Is there part of that maybe people haven't seen, part of a side of Amari?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like he's shy in many ways, but it's a lot of that like y'all didn't see, like in a good way, not a bad way. Yeah.
Thanks, PT.
All right, Brendan, we're late to the party here, so I'm sure you've already been asked this. Sorry. What did it mean to you to get a win on senior night for those guys especially?
Yeah, it just meant a lot for the 6 years we had. Coach told us today, like, it's for the seniors, like everybody on the staff, from the coaches to the managers and all that. So it just meant a lot just for me, you know, seeing a smile on their face the last game that we're up, and I feel like they all just been helping us this season in many ways.
And to hear them get to talk to Big Blue Nation after the game, what was that like for you watching them do that?
Yeah, it was like, I wouldn't say like emotional, but I was just like, dang, like it's crazy, like it's their last game, and they just say time flies, so I'll just be trying to take it day by day and be happy.
Ansley led the way for all the seniors, 15 points tonight. What impressed you about the way he was playing?
Ansley he took a big step this season. I feel like people just think he can shoot, but as you can see, like he's taking dudes off the dribble, rebounding, just being physical, and everybody knows he can shoot. So I feel like he's been a big part of this team.
Close out a regular season at home. Let's talk about your performance and obviously the teams, because everything clicked tonight.
Yeah, we just wanted to respond after Saturday. I think we did a good job. Let's just be intense on defense, purposeful on offense. So it was a good way to close out the last game of the season.
Did y'all burn some sage or something? You've cleared some demons, it sounds like.
Man, I don't know, but I feel like we just had an intensity with us. Obviously, Saturday was nasty. It was disgusting for all of us. So, I mean, it's just something that we just want to nip in the bud. We don't like that feeling, so we just had to respond.
You guys go on that 15-0 run. Lamont has the big dunk. You had a great pass on that. What was it like to get in? It looked like for the first time in a while you guys were all in rhythm together, not just one guy.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
It felt like for the first time in a while everybody was in rhythm and not just one or two guys. You guys had that huge 15-0 run in the first half to blow it open.
Yeah, I think we were just clicking, and it kind of started with defense. I feel like offense, even if we're not clicking, we're still gonna find ways to score and just put points on the board. But like when we're intense on defense, that leads to like thrust in offense, like kicking the ball up ahead, playing in transition a lot. I feel like we're really deadly. So it all starts on defense for us, really, and that kind of sparked our offense.
Can you walk us through the emotions of playing with the seniors one last time here in Rupp Arena?
Yeah, it's sad. It's crazy how fast the season went. I feel like, I mean, it's true what they say, when time flies when you're having fun. And I mean, I'm just so grateful to play with those guys and everything they taught me, you know, this older group. So, I mean, that's a brotherhood and bond that we just built forever. So, I mean, I'm just glad we got to go out the right way with a win.
What is the biggest thing you would say that group has taught you about the game of basketball and life in general?
You know, just being mature in all aspects of life, not even just on the court. You know, they're serious in what they do, everything they do, and then also just enjoying every day, like living in the moment. Because obviously they're fifth year, so they know how fast this goes. So they're just huge on preaching, just enjoying the moment, being happy, and just kind of like being where your feet are.
How important is it when you have so many close games and then you have that ugly game Saturday to have a blowout and just kind of hit cruise control late in the game or middle of the second half?
Yeah, it's important. You know, you just want to get back on the right side of the winning column. So that's what it was for us. I feel like a lot of the guys, they knew there was so much more we could have gave on Saturday in terms of effort and just, you know, being aggressive. So, you know, we kind of just took that anger and put it into this game and, you know, just tried to get the win.
Is there like a comfort in knowing like Jackson's out for the season? There's no like probability of him maybe coming back, that wishy-washy, maybe he's there, maybe he's not. Now you guys can kind of focus on the rotation that you have.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate with Jax because he plays such a big role on this team and what he brings is crazy. But I feel like we just got to focus with like who's on the court, and obviously Jax is going to support as much as he can. And I mean, if we're out there playing and worrying about Jax, if he's gonna come back or if he's not, I mean, we're not. Our attention and all of our effort isn't into the game. So, I mean, once we get onto the court, it's like all that really goes out the window. You just have to focus and try and win for your brother. Really, and we're trying to win for Jax.
How big is Saturday's game just in terms of stacking back-to-back wins for the first time in a month?
It's huge for us. It's the last regular season game too, so you want to end on a high note too. And I feel like this is good momentum to use to go on the road and get a good win. So I feel like we just have to learn from this. Like we've had a lot of ups and downs in terms of getting a win and then the next game losing. So we just have to try and stack some days. And I feel like we did a good job today, just in terms of our defense. We just got to stack up on that.
How much did it help having those 6 seniors, guys with so much experience for your own season, to maybe take some of the pressure off you and maybe allow you to kind of do some of the things you did this season?
It's huge. Now in college basketball, it's like every team is kind of older now, and they've had experience in playing in March, playing at a high level. So when you have guys that they've done that as well. They know what's acceptable and they know what's not. So they did a good job all year, just setting the tone, setting the culture really. And those are the guys that I feel like are just always going to be remembered here because they really set the culture. So,
if you're back next season, what did they teach you to maybe kind of pass along to the next group?
Every day. You got to be an everyday guy. Even when your body is sore, even when you're mentally tired, you just got to always fight and give it your all. They did a good job of just, staying even keel, like not getting too high too low, because they know that's a long season. And it's easy to be happy after one big win or 2 big wins or 3 big wins. You have to keep on going.